Yo, what's up, guys? This is the one and only boy over here today, and I will be doing some more awesome history lessons. So it seems that you guys like that not, but on the last history lesson, which was basically about the tiger, and what you might call this is the king of derp. But it was actually in real in history a lot different. So, anyway, we are gonna be basically doing this, and let's go. So, the KV-2 was actually not supposed to be a heavy tank, even though people think that it's a heavy tank. But according to Wikipedia, yeah, I'm searching all this on Wikipedia, on the KV-2 was actually supposed to be a heavy artillery tank, on which explains its OP damage. And it was designed by, okay, I don't know if I'm doing this Russian right, Kelmit Vorshikov, something like that. And then he said it's like, it's called the Shelmik Vorshikov 2. So I guess the K is Shelmik and Vorshikov is 2. No. KV, yeah, yeah, V. So anyway, on the oof, I'm being surrounded. I should not have picked this position. So anyway, on there was only 334 built since of the late response on that needed the concern of people, but there was only okay, I do not know what just happened. Okay, so there was only 334 built, and the weight was, you won't believe it. Well, you kind of believe it because it's so large, but the weight was 252 tons, and so it had a crew of 6, so still is good. And there's two more armaments in this one. There's a main armament, which is a 152 millimeter M10T Hauser, and there's two DT machine guns. And on this guy obviously also made other stuff like the KV-85, which I don't think has been introduced into here yet. And he also made the KV-1. And I just saw that. Never mind. So anyway, on so basically how this gigantic monster came to be is after the disappointing results with the multi-turreted T-35 heavy tank, which is another heavy tank, Soviet tank designers started drawing up replacements, and the T-35 confirmed to the 1920 notions of breakthrough tank with very heavy firepower and armor protection, but suffer from poor maneuverability. The Spanish Civil War demonstrated the need for for much heavier armor on tanks, and it was the main influence on Soviet tank designs prior to World War II. And what the response is, there was also the KV-1S, and the successor of the KV-2, which you might think, oh, there can't be any successor. This dude is the king of dirt. Well, basically, they did. Because the next tanks, as you might know, is nicknamed the Stalin tank. But guess what the real name that World of Tank Splits uses is? It's the IS-1. So anyway, the IS-1 basically took out on production of the KV-2 because the KV-2 had very poor mobility. The IS-1 was so heavily armored that on that's basically what stirred Hitler to build the Moss tanks because he wanted especially to out suppress the Soviet and heavy tank building. Oof. Okay. Up. Another tank coming in. Let's kill him. Oof. Let me see if I can one-shot people. No, I can't. Okay. Oof, I got sniped. Wow. So anyway, guys, on the Soviets are cool. Okay, so anyway, there was several experiments. There was the KV-1, KV-1S, KV-2, and there's the what we know today as T-150, which was known back then Object 150. And there's also a KV-3 and a KV-4, and yeah, it's a project of a super heavy tank. But the KV-5 OMG on armament was about to be 107 millimeters ZIS .6 gun. And KV-7, there's also one on U-18 S-51 SU 152, which we can see today in Word of Tank Splits. There's a ZIK-20. There's a SU 203. There was the KV-8. There was a KV-8S. There's a KV-M. There is a KV-9, KV-10, KV-11, KV-12, KV-13, IS Model 2, KV-14, and the list just goes on. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.